What's up, YouTube? This is King Monyay. I'm the leader and captain of my destiny. I do believe I will succeed, so therefore I do. We're gonna hop right back into it, man. This is one of them stories from directly after I got out of YA, 2006. I hopped straight into the game, the pimp game. So when I was doing my time as a teen, doing my time in YA, all I did was studied Iceberg Slim and talk to other pimps, fantasize about the game, about getting out and pimping. Dagos is a real playeristic town, playeristic city, man. Some of the worldwide, well-known tracks is down in San Diego, El Cajon Boulevard. And so it's some ism going on in the city, especially where I'm from, Paradise Hill. There's a whole lot of ism going on. So I jumped out 2006, man, and I had an itch, I had a fantasy, I had a fetish, I had a dream, man, of becoming the biggest pimp in Dago, right? And so I ran across this this girl I used to go to school with, named Maria. I used to go to school with her, and she had a homegirl named Moet, a little white broad, from Oakland, and she was hoeing, she turning dates. So I invested, spit every piece of ism I had, every little piece of the rhyme or riddle I remember, man. You know, I spit to her, man, and she chose up. She chose up. I was out in El Cajon City, man, and I remember her committing to saying she'd do it, right? I'm like, okay, so I know. We already, we right there. I didn't waste no time. Immediately I go out straight to the blade, to the boulevard, and I send her. I'm at the bus stop. I don't got no car, no nothing. I'm on parole, and on top of that, I got a curfew. I got a curfew because I'm living in a sober living home or some type of re-entry program, so I got a curfew at like 10 o'clock. So I'm out there, I'm 19, I'm trapping at the bus stop. I'm feeling myself, man. I remember the first time she comes back with a handful of money, 20s and 10s, soggy, and I just grab them, like shove it in my pocket like this is nothing. I do this all the time, But inside I was full of like anticipation, excitement, like damn. So my pockets just got fat. They getting fat. I gotta get somewhere and count all this. She out there working. She's a bona fide hoe. That's what she do. So she doing what she do, and I'm sitting up there at the bus stop, and I get to talking to some dude, man. He get to talking that real pimp shit. He dressed like a Crip. He from Pomona, but he out here pimping and shit. And he get to popping and talking, and I'm not really talking all that slick talk. I'm just letting the broad do the talking for me. Every time, he see her pull up, see this little snow bunny pull up. See what I'm saying? Sock it to my pocket and pull off. And so I was green. I was just learning the game, right? I was just learning trial and error. So and I see my curfew coming. We probably started like around like 7 or 8 or something. But you know what I'm saying? It's getting good. I'm making money. So I'm like, okay, we got to skip track. We're going to jump tracks right now. We're going to go from El Cajon City and we're going to go to National City. So that's where I live. And I know they got a blade out there she can play. So bam, we go to National City. And at that time, the blade used to be off of Plaza. East Plaza. So I go right there, I take some of the money she got me. I set her down, put her in a hotel. I tell her I'm gonna be back in the morning, keep working, keep getting that dough, stack it up. I'm gonna come back in the morning and we gonna eat. I gotta get back to the pad. I gotta get back to check in because I'm fresh out, man. I'm fresh out and I don't wanna violate, but I'm still sending her, right? So I go back home, man. I'm excited. I count the money and stuff, man. It's like 2006, and I got about like, this is about like almost $700, right? Which is cool, you know what I'm saying, for just like, you know what I'm saying, just randomly knocking a broad, sending her 2 hours. I ain't got no car, no nothing, just straight. So anyway, I don't talk to her that night. I just come back the next morning, right? I come back to the hotel, and I go back to the hotel. I go to her hotel, but I'm downstairs. No. I go upstairs, and I'm ringing on the doorbell, or banging on the door, whatever. She ain't there, so I just go down, and I'm like, maybe I got the wrong door or something. So I go down. I'm just calling her on the cell phone, calling her, texting. Anyway, you know, I'm thinking, man, hoes is always playing games, or maybe she got a trick with her or something. But I'm sitting down there, and I run across another P down there. He's sitting there, you know what I'm saying, smoking on a cigarette. He looked at me, I looked at him. We said, what's up, you know what I'm saying? It's early morning. It's probably like right before checkout. And so he's sitting there smoking a cigarette, you know what I'm saying, texting on his phone. I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette, texting on my phone. And he's like, well, you know, I think he must have said something like, what's going on, P? You know, so what's up, man? What's up? You know what I'm saying? He say some shit like, would you, he say, you waiting on your bed, China? It's like, yep. He like, yeah, me too. He's like, you too. So we both sitting there waiting on the bench and shit. And then he said some shit like, what kind of work you got? I'm like, oh, a little snow bunny, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, is that right? He said, yeah, man, snow's the way to go. He said, man, that's all I keep. I'm like, right, say that, you know. We sitting there chopping. I'm like wondering what's she taking too long for? And then somehow, you know, we get to putting two and two together, and we both still waiting there. He get to tell it, and somehow he asked a question or something about the bitch, and he's like, you waiting on Monyay? I look at him like, yeah, how you know? He like, he started laughing. He just started laughing. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck's so funny? He like, nigga, that's my bitch. I'm like, what? He said, watch this, man. He said, she do this shit all the time, P. He said, she do this shit all the time, man. She fag off, she run off, go pay some nigga, and then the nigga get her the room, and then she hit me up, and I come pick up the real money. He said, yeah, P, she do this all the time, man. He said, watch this. He called her. He on the phone. He said, hey, bitch, come on downstairs, bitch. You holding up the private. Come on down here right now. And I see the bitch open the door. She opens the door. I'm showing up. That's my bitch, right? That's the bitch I bumped. But she comes down the stairs, and she's in submission mode, in pocket. She don't look at me, her head down, and she faced that nigga. And he just smoking a cigarette. He said, now, bitch, tell this nigga who you choose. No, he said, bitch, bitch, who do you choose? And she, with her head down, she says, I choose El Presidente. So that was his name. It was a nigga named El Presidente. He said, bitch, who? I choose El Presidente. Say, get your ass up out of here, man. He told her, she go back up there or something. And then he look at me, he say, hey, P. He say, man, I know you just starting out and shit, but these bitches do that all the time, man. Faggot bitches, they do that little shit. He say, hey, man, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give you the money back for this hotel. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you pay for this, slip me like $100 or something. He said, you know what I'm saying, for the hotel, but, you know what I'm saying, trial and error, you learn, but hey, man, they call me El Presidente, man. The bitch do this all the time. And that was the beginning of my pimp career, right? I had got a bitch and lost a bitch. within 24 hours. Knocked off. Wasn't even really mine. She paid me. But so I tell that story just to paint a picture of the pimp game, right? And Dago at that time. I don't know how they're doing it now, how it is, but at that time, you know what I'm saying, it was really like a sport, and it was really like a community, some real comrades who really stuck to. It was real gentlemen about the shit and real sharp. And so, but I learned something right there, man. And when she came down, the way she came down them steps, I noticed that she already knew what was going on. She was looking down the whole time while we down here. And the choice was an easy choice for her, I guess. They had more of a relationship. He had more to offer, and he didn't have to be in bed in the house by 10 o'clock. But I had made a mental note that if I ever seen her again, man, I was going to break on her and go real hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt she owed me still. But it didn't happen like that. Turns out, I ran into her later on in life too. I ran into her. She's still out there hoeing. But this time she was just real avoid. She avoided me. Avoided me. And pimping ain't easy, man. It ain't for everybody. It's not something, let me say this. It's not a lifestyle that I practice today. It's not something that I promote. It's something that I understand, the way of life, the mentality. It's something that I strongly used to believe in. So I know the thrills of it. I've never reached the height where I would consider myself like successful at it. But I was laced. I followed some of the guidelines at a specific time of my life, but that is what you can expect, man. You can expect some games to be played, deceit, mind games. You know, you think something's yours, it ain't yours. She's promised to pay, not promised to stay, you know. And that's what I experienced, man. That's what I went through. And for me, it was like, I couldn't understand why would she waste her time doing that? Like, why would she pay me? Why would she give me all that money? And then just go back to give him the rest of the money? What was all that about? Can't try to understand them, man. Some things in life you ain't gonna understand. And I guess that's you know, just what they do. That's why they call them playing hoe games. I'm King Monyay, man, you know. And I'm the leader and the captain of my destiny. I just tell this story just to reminisce about a whole nother lifestyle, you know, a whole nother thinking, a mentality. You know what I'm saying? Chasing after that bread from San Diego, man, where it's like the land of the pimps. And it's a lot of other things out here too. Don't let me just paint that picture. We got some real men out here too. But as far as in the game, people hustling and stuff like that, those who know, they know. People, you know, well established. Yeah, man, go ahead and hit the like button. Just go ahead and hit that like button and drop me a comment. And watch out for them bronze name Moet. Watch out, lest you think you knocked something and you realize that she just knocked you and played you. Hey, shouts out to the pimp named Presidente, man. I don't remember where he from. I don't, you know, never seen him again. Somebody, it may be millions of niggas with that name, but he was a stand-up pimp. You know what I'm saying? And you learn through trial and error, man. I'm King Monyay, man. I was sitting here to inspire those who are great and sometimes tend to forget it. Hey, y'all be easy and remember it's never too late to turn this around. Love yourself and try. No, don't try. Love yourself and do what you need to do to survive. I'm gone.